Hey, Aquarius, Intuitive Soul Coach here with your March 2024 love reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, Aquarius, there's some sort of breakthrough coming in for you in the month of March. I'm also getting here, I believe it's an old Alison Krauss song, When You Say Nothing at All. So some of you, perhaps you've kept quiet about something. Maybe some of you are not connecting or not reaching out to anyone specific. But this could be a month where there is a breakthrough in communication if something has been challenging or difficult, because you also have the wheel showing up here, and this is about forward movement. Now, bottom of the deck, you also have sweet surprise. So there's definitely a surprise coming in for you this month after a time of maybe some sort of ending, or you've had to lift some sort of pain, but you're opening your heart up to some new options. I see, Aquarius. Oh, you have the World. So there's definitely closure coming in here, but I feel like you are stepping into your power. Bottom of this deck, 10 of Wands. You have 10 of Swords in the past. So definitely going through endings in the recent energy here, and that's why you have some sort of big breakthrough coming in the month of March. Okay, this is big. This is finalization here, completion. I feel like there's light at the end of the tunnel, and it's interesting as well because they're actually showing me an axe cutting wood, and that wood being carried into the fireplace. So I feel like there's work that had to be done in the past, like cutting that firewood. It's difficult to chop firewood, right? Maybe not for some people, but typically it causes you to work a little harder, maybe sweat, use muscles that you didn't know you had. So symbolically, I feel like you are guided to put in a little bit of work here when it comes to some sort of completion or ending. But ultimately, it's leading you towards having that warmth, bringing that wood inside a home, right? To be able to have some sort of warmth in emotions and open yourself up, because bottom of the deck here, there is a sweet surprise coming in here. And I feel like that has to do with the warmth. Yeah, there could be some choices that you had to make, or choices to come in from the cold. I kind of get that 5 of Pentacles energy here. Now, I don't see it showing up, but some of you may have even felt like you were left out in the cold. This is the month where things get moving forward. So if you're in a relationship, there's a major breakthrough in this relationship. For those of you that are single, this could be a month where you leave something of the past behind, whether that is a past pain. It could literally be a past relationship. It could be mental stress. For some of you, you are moving towards a new lifestyle. If you have been single, maybe this is the month you meet someone with that breakthrough. For others of you, if there's a major ending, maybe you're going out on your own. But there is forward action here that's going to lead to a lot of abundance. Beautiful energy as your outcome. You have the apples. And you also have that sweet surprise. So a lot of sweet energy coming in here for you, a lot of right picking. Some of you may even have more than one option. I see with the 7 of Cups, you have some possibilities out there. And I feel like you have bit into some bad apples here. You've bit into some bad apples in the past, but you're saying, maybe that was the tree. Maybe that was the foundation. Maybe that was a situation I needed to learn from to discover what type of apple that I really like. Maybe I do like a little bit of sweet. Maybe I do like a little bit of, sour. Maybe I like maybe a little bit of harder apple or softer. And this is all symbolic for you discovering what you truly want and desire out of love or out of a relationship. So yes, bottom of the deck, we have the berries. So some sort of decision that you've made. I feel like you've already made it, but you could be moving towards more freedom, more abundance here, and you're feeling motivated here in the month of March. There is an energy, and there's the warmth, right? We talked about that fireplace. It's actually, you can see the steam coming off of the cocoa here, or the coffee. And so I feel like something is warming your heart this month, and you're actually planting some new seeds with the dandelion. This could possibly be a wish, because this is my wish flower, right? And I feel like there is a new opportunity or new abundance, new breakthrough that's coming in that does warm your heart and soul, Aquarius. I love this. All right. Now, your main energy is the Page of Wands. Page of Wands is about communication, right? It's someone who is curious, someone who's very passionate, right? They're very eager to go to the drawing board here. And I feel like you're planning your future. You're planning with excitement and passion and desire. There's a lot of either communication back and forth between you and someone, or you're feeling inspired here to take action towards whatever this, abundance is, whatever apple tree you want to go towards. And I feel like there is an exciting energy within you, and you're feeling quite desirable. You're feeling passionate as well. But the Page of Wands is also about an opportunity for growth, right? And you may be jumping into a situation. Now, we don't want to jump in with naivety, right? We don't want to be naive, but I also feel like because you have this breakthrough, you are jumping into a new opportunity that is mature, that is more evolved. And yes, there's growth that's going to come along with it. But I definitely see some sort of communication, a lot of texting going back and forth, or a lot of talking, a lot of communicating. What's crossing your energy here is the Eight of Cups. So even though you are ready for a new beginning here, there's still a part of you that may be hanging on to the past, okay? And whether it's a past insecurity, it could be a past person, a past, struggle, trigger, or pain or hurt that you've gone through. I feel like you are lifting that once and for all this month. Okay, and you're moving forward. Some of you, there could be talk of travel, meeting up, getting together. If this is a new person and you just started talking to them, I feel like you are going to connect quite quickly, actually, but there could be some fear around that, right? You may feel really comfortable and very passionate about talking, but then when this person brings up actually meeting or getting together, then you're like, whoa, am I really ready for that? But I feel like trust yourself. You have what it takes to close down some cycles of the past and to move towards a new opportunity for growth. For those of you that are in a relationship, there needs to be some spice. There needs to be some better communication. There needs to be some sort of maybe planning for future goals, because some of you have become stagnant in a routine. Okay, and maybe a trip, maybe planning a trip and going off together, perhaps moving towards a common goal, okay, that you may both have. Communication is and can be a breakdown. It can be a part of what breaks down a relationship. And I feel like there is a breakthrough in communication this month if things have felt very stagnant or things have felt very routine. Getting back on track here. And it could even be vibing over dinner, making homemade dinner together, or food, right? Someone could be a foodie here. Someone may enjoy fine dining, restaurants. Maybe someone is a chef. Someone may be treating you to dessert or breakfast or coffee, something of that nature as well. So food is involved in some way, shape, or form, as we do see the berries and the apples. Maybe someone's making a fresh apple pie or a berry pie, okay, because we see the dishes here in the background as well. But the Eight of Cups, I almost said the Eat of Cups. The Eight of Cups is my Eat, Pray, Love card. And if you're familiar with that book or that movie, right, everything looks good on paper, but it may not be satiating your hunger for life. And I feel like that's what you are having a breakthrough on and moving forward. There's something that you want to feed your desires and your appetite for romance, for love, for life. I also get a strong passion energy coming in here, as well as love. Now, what's below you, Aquarius? Seven of Wands. Yeah. Seven of Wands says in the past, you may have lost courage. You may have decided to maybe step away from a situation because the walls, the barriers, the defensiveness was just too strong. Okay, sometimes when the Seven of Wands shows up here, instead of all in, someone was too wishy-washy, someone was too back and forth, inconsistent, or 1 foot in, 1 foot out, and you said, I deserve more. I deserve to be a choice, not an option, or I deserve to feel safe in my dynamic, in my relationship. You may have been highly on the defense mode with the Seven of Wands. This is deep past or foundation, and this may be something, Aquarius, that you're working on, is letting your guard down a little bit in order to let love in. Because you can see that she has her fist up and she's ready to kind of go into that fight or flight and protect what she needs to, which most importantly is her integrity, right? And trusting in herself, because Seven of Wands in reverse can be feeling the pressure. It's being caught off guard. It's feeling defensive, which causes a person to go into fight or flight. You don't want to be in a relationship where you're constantly looking over your shoulder, you're constantly walking on eggshells, or you can't even communicate because you're going to be triggered, or you may trigger another person. That's not the type of dynamic that one wants to be in. Someone could have brown eyes. Someone could also get their eyebrows done. All right, recent past here. I'm also hearing Amy. Amy could be significant. Michelle, Amy Michelle could be the name. In the recent past, you do have the Ten of Swords, lifting anguish. This is interesting because I'm getting another message from this as well. There may have been someone that kept trying to come into your energy, but you kept shutting them down. Because I get that someone didn't necessarily want an ending here, or they didn't know how to move forward. They didn't know how to communicate, because again, that could have been the barrier with this Page of Wands. A lot of passion with the Page of Wands, right? A lot of eagerness, but sometimes the page can be immature. It can be unpredictability, right? It can be too eager, kind of spews out at the mouth. They just say what's on their minds. And sometimes that can be very impulsive. It can be very triggering, very immature. So some sort of communication here, or someone may have acted upon their pleasures as well with that Wands energy, where you just felt like you weren't safe, or you weren't the only person in the mix here, possibly. Ten of Swords. Yeah, I feel like someone came towards you, but you kind of put that hand up and you said, sorry, no, here's my defenses. I'm not going to allow myself to get hurt over and over and over again. What's coming in? A major heart chakra opening, Aquarius, Queen of Cups. This is intuition. This is compassion. It's love. It's nurturing. It is emotional maturity, right? Because in the past, I feel like you may have taken things to heart. I mean, we all do at times, right? But you may have taken things to heart and then overanalyze them, right? You may have really tried to love someone through it all, right? Don't we all do that sometimes? You try to love someone so much that you think, if I love them this much, it's going to be better. We're going to walk towards that Nine of Cups. But the only thing that we can control is how we respond and how we react to a situation. And I just feel like something may have felt one-sided. Okay, but if this is new energy coming in, your heart's wide open. You're ready for this because you've put something to rest here with the Ten of Swords. So Queen of Cups says you're calling in love. And this is a mature love. This is also someone who's very supportive, very intuitive, a nurturer, very compassionate, right? They could even be in the healing profession or mothering, nurturing, caring, whether this is you or you're calling this energy in. I feel like this is what you're calling in. And a lot of passion here and desire within this Queen of Cups, which typically doesn't come from her as much, but I feel like the heart is open to new opportunities here, and that's what's going to allow you to move forward because you're not in that defense mode like you were in the deep past. All right, Aquarius, you have some options coming in the near future. Seven of Cups. I mean, some of you, there could be some temptations, right? Which apple? I mean, we can pretend that's an apple even though it's a cherry. Actually, you do have the berry here as well, right? So there is definitely some sort of sweet surprise coming in here. I feel like this does have to do with some of your fantasies, right? It's about you daydreaming and wishful thinking, because the Cups energy is saying, okay, what cup do I want to approach at this time? It's kind of like the apple tree scenario. going to an apple orchard. There's so many of them, and you want to get a taste of each apple to see which one you truly like, right? And I feel like this is an energy here of embracing in some new opportunities, right? Whether this is new friendships, it can be new experiences. This can even be new hobbies with a loved one in order to see what you both like, what you both enjoy, kind of getting a taste for something new. Ground yourself this month, because we do see a lot of that heart energy, and we want to try to find a balance. Nothing wrong with heart energy, but sometimes our emotions can overrule, and it can cause us to kind of stay a little bit in the past even. But I also feel like that's what's going to lead you forward. So in a way, you're finding balance within that energy here. Just be mindful to not overdo it with the 7 of Cups. Sometimes we can have a lot of fun with those extra cups, but we don't want to overdo it here. You want to find balance. You want to make a choice. Some of you are going to make a decision, because this is the choice card. And I feel like you're going to decide, that's part of the breakthrough. What cup do I want to take moving forward? What action do I want to back it up with? How are you doing? The World. There's some sort of completion here, possibly some sort of travel. This is the card of victory. Some of you are realizing the world is your oyster. And if there were any feelings of setback or lack of closure, you're getting it this month, right? This is a powerful energy here, Capricorn, Aquarius. This is you, around victory, some sort of cycle ending here. And I feel like there's actually going to be a happy ending, bringing in a beautiful, sweet new beginning for you. Yeah, you're closing out some sort of a cycle, and you're taking it to the next level. So some of you, if you've been, maybe dating someone, perhaps you move in with each other. You start at the beginning, the fool's journey. You kind of roll into a new chapter of your life. For those of you that are engaged, maybe you get married or proposed to. For others of you, if you've been single for a while, you could be entering into a relationship, and perhaps you've been on the rocks in a dynamic. Maybe you decide to part ways or get help. But whatever it is here, there's a major breakthrough coming in, because you've mastered or completed something that was difficult with the 10 of Swords. But I see here that you're realizing, wow, I do hold the world here. And it's interesting to note on this World card, there's something with flexibility, and she's actually leaning on the divine masculine, right? The divine feminine is leaning on that divine masculine. So I feel like there's some sort of completion of a cycle that you had gone through with someone, and you are taking it to the next level, whatever that may look like for the both of you. Now, what's going on in your environment? Whew. Knight of Wands. So we see the Page of Wands showing up. Now the Knight of Wands is in reverse. So we got to talk about this here, because this is showing up in your environment where someone could be highly impulsive. Okay. Knight of Wands energy here. Someone could be very in and out. I mean, this is like the player energy. And if you had dealt with someone of the past who is very in and out, they may be coming to you saying, I'm done with that. I've completed that cycle of my life. I have grown. I've matured. I want to show you that I'm truly an emperor, because that's your outcome, right? But I still kind of question, has this person learned their lesson? For others of you, this is just some quick energy where, like I said in the beginning, if you start off with some communication, it may unravel quickly for you, and you need to kind of be grounded in your reality, because otherwise your emotions can fly, right? Honeymoon stage and mentally, and you're all over the place, and it can feel like a whirlwind. So just be mindful, because I feel like there's going to be action here partnered and paired with the Page of Wands. Some sort of passionate communication is coming in here for you. And because that is acted upon, there's action backing it up for you. We don't want to get ourselves in a senseless risk or take an unnecessary risk, but I do see here risk is necessary in order for growth. Okay. Knight of Wands, I actually feel, because of your outcome here, I feel like someone is talking the talk, but there's still this energy of, are they willing to walk the walk? And that's for you to find out. And maybe that's part of moving forward and saying, is this person who they say they are, or is this a relationship that, I don't want to necessarily end here with the 10 of Swords, or maybe this person is coming back, right? I mean, if this is a new person, just be mindful that their energy, that their words and their actions align, because there could be a lot of passion and a lot of desire. Now, hopes and fears, you do have the Two of Cups. It's in reverse, and your outcome is the Emperor. It's in reverse as well. Now, the good news is there's polarity and duality within every energy, so we want this to be in the upright. That is the hope, right? Two of Cups is, I want my Emperor. I want someone who's a strong leader, someone who can match your energy to the highest level and bring stability and trustworthiness and honesty and passion and desire and all of it, right? The Emperor is all four of the kings wrapped up in one, but all four of those kings have also been a page. They've also been a knight. And I feel like this Emperor energy is someone who has grown, but because it's still showing up in reverse, there's still work to be done. And there's still some sort of amends and some sort of reflection with the Two of Cups. But maybe this is something you could do together if you want, right? It is something that you may be making a choice to move on without someone because you realize that they're not an Emperor and that this perfect partnership that once was needs time to heal, needs time to reflect, needs time to, grow, maybe apart before one comes together. And maybe that's the Eight of Cups, about you walking towards more singlehood, more independence, because the Eight of Cups walks towards Nine of Cups. Nine is, completion, but it's also more of a singular solo energy towards wish fulfillment. But it's also about putting in self-development and work. Okay, Queen of Cups here showing up. You do have a lot of love. I see that, Aquarius. You may have a lot of love for someone, and that may be why it's been hard to maybe separate yourself, distance yourself, or to fully cut someone off with the Ten of Swords. But I am getting a couple of energies here. There is a time to reflect, or at least that's the hope. You want there to be reflection in order for you to attract a partnership that is higher vibrating than maybe this Seven of Wands stuff that you were going through in the past. You don't want to be in fight or flight. And if someone is claiming to be an Emperor, how you're going to know that they're really not in that higher vibration, or they haven't done the work, they could be ineffective within their maturity here. It's because they tend to be, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And that's how you're going to know. And if someone is willing to talk the talk and walk the walk, then that's completely different. But I feel for you, Aquarius, here, there's still some sort of work to be done. There's still some sort of decisions around moving forward. But I do see that you're going to have a major breakthrough in the month of March. All right, let's get a message here from the wisdom of the Oracle. What do we have, please, for Aquarius? This Emperor could be your energy as well. I mean, Aries is in the North Node. We have Libra in the South Node until January of 2025. So it could just be you moving forward and stepping more into your power and going all in on your dreams, your life. And that means maybe cutting with the axe, cutting things out, maybe chopping that wood, even if it's challenging, in order to kind of go in and build your own fire. All right, you have two beautiful energies here. You have milk and honey. And you also have serendipity, 4-leaf clover. There's a sweet surprise here. There's some sort of rainbow coming in after a storm. This is a powerful dynamic. What's happening in March for you is something that's significant. It wouldn't surprise me if March is one of your best months. It's also the beginning of Aries season as well. I believe around the 21st of March, which we see coming up. That could be some sort of breakthrough. Maybe that's the rainbow after a storm. Some of you could be 51 years old, or you may be born on the 18th, or 18 could be someone's lucky number. It also breaks down to 9, okay, which is about completion. So you've definitely completed a cycle, and I feel like your guides are proud of you as well. And you're proud of you, Aquarius, because you know you've come a long way. This is the taste of prosperity, which you literally have the word prosperity right here. The taste, right? The taste of that apple, the taste of sweet success, the taste of happiness. This is opportunities born of authenticity. It's nurturing your abundance and trusting that your needs will be met. When it comes to relationship, Aquarius, the message is this: sensuality, connection, and passionate romance between lovers. Sweet moments of understanding and love among friends and family are all here for you now. Savor it. Your heart's calling will be answered. Let your thoughts and feelings be sweet with gratitude, and you will be nourished with the honey of abundance. I love that. Honey of abundance here for you. Beautiful. Now, I am going to read to you the protection just because we have the Seven of Cups, which can be about temptations. And sometimes this milk and honey can be tempting as well. And it says, a nameless unease compels you to turn to pleasure and comfort as a means to escape what's really going on. It works in the moment, but only fleetingly before the feelings return and you need to re-up until you're exhausted, feeling worse than before. So you may continue struggling, or you may see the light and choose to surrender. There's the breakthrough. There's the Ten of Swords with the struggle of the past. There is a new opportune moment here, prosperity and abundance. There's the rainbow. Now is the time for practicing extreme self-care. If you can, do so before you engage in behaviors you'll regret later. You are so loved, Aquarius, so cared for. Feel love and compassion for yourself. Turn your troubles over to the divine for healing. That's all that counts right now. Beautiful. I love how these cards coincide so well with your reading. All right, card 18 here. 18 is the serendipity, which is fortune, basically. It's fortuitous events. It's divine intervention as well. It is the awareness of synchronicity, a magical alignment of events. Spirit has a plan, and that plan is to place you in front of the right person at the right time. You have met or are about to meet someone vitally important to your journey. Someone Spirit wants to bring into your life. Only divine forces can plan this meeting. It is out of your hands, so pay attention to the signs that Spirit brings in. Oh, I love that. Okay, so I'm also going to read the protection. Now, of course, duality, wherever you're currently at, you have the ability to flip it, right? You have the ability to flip it. So even though the Two of Cups showing up as a fear right now, maybe you're in separation or there is not love that's available. There can be, right? It's showing up in your energy. We can flip anything. That's what tarot is here for, to help guide you and help you make choices that can put you in that higher vibration. Perhaps you felt almost certain that serendipitous events were meant to lead to something better. It was supposed to be that perfect person you gave your heart to. Well, and it all fell apart, right? Consider this. Sometimes synchronicity and serendipity come together to lead you directly into difficulties in order to deliver an important lesson that you need to learn before you hit the jackpot. I love that. Before you hit the jackpot. Don't get caught up in the drama of disappointment, Aquarius. There really is a silver lining in this cloud. Spirit always knows what you need and is guiding you to where you are meant to go. Pay attention to the signs, and we're getting that, right? There's going to be signs here of forward movement. Pay attention to the rainbow. Some of you may even be drinking or working with honey, okay, raw honey. Maybe you're a beekeeper. Maybe you've just seen the movie Beekeeper. Maybe you work with bees or honey in some way, shape, or form. Okay, that's coming in here. But I also see here you could get a sign of a four-leaf clover, or maybe it's something you see in the month of March. So pay attention. There's definitely going to be here a rainbow or light at the end of the tunnel, your jackpot. All right, excuse me. Let's get a message here from the crystal spirits. And at this time here, Aquarius, I just ask if you can, please close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in from the solar plexus chakra, the belly area. And upon your exhale, I want you to tune into your third eye chakra, the area between your eyebrows and your forehead region. And I want you to imagine the first crystal or gemstones that show up in your mind's eye. Perhaps your crystal shows up as a specific shape, color, or even a frequency of unconditional love, of healing, of nurturing, or of support. This could be a gemstone that you're currently familiar with. Maybe you even know the name of. But perhaps it's just a color showing up in your mind's eye. This could be a crystal that you're currently wearing on your body, or maybe it's within your reach. There is no right or wrong answer, Aquarius. And if you need a moment, just pause the video and come back when you are ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway, all you need to do is drop your crystal in the comment section below the video, and I personally will enter you into that free reading giveaway. So please make sure you have hit that subscribe and bell button so you don't miss that notification. All right, it's card 42, pedalite. Not one that shows up too often, but this is a very powerful crystal as well. This is all about witnessing the observer. It is about witnessing, taking a look. It's about awareness, right? It's about the ability to detach, the impersonal quality of the universe. There are times when you are emotionally too close to a situation to come to a real conclusion. That's what we talked about with that Queen of Cups energy. Sometimes the emotions can really get us caught up where we can't quite see beyond the emotion. It's also possible that what is really going on can't be seen by analyzing the details and guessing at the motives for someone else's behavior, maybe triggering you. Right now, the way forward is to step back, and we have that way forward here, and that's why you may have that breakthrough moment. Step back and do nothing. Observe the dynamic between you and the other person. Like I said, this person may be showing you who they are. Listen, right? If someone is talking the talk and they're walking the walk and they're staying consistent, awesome. Then it looks like they're in alignment. But if someone's just talking the talk, but their actions are not aligning, that's not true emperor status here. And that may be causing a disconnect or a ripple in your relationship. But I also see if this is new love, let someone show you who they are. Try not to be quick to judge or compare of the past, because that can allow you to move forward in this union. Just allow someone to show you who they are. Observe the dynamic between you and another person. Soon everything will become clear, and by becoming the observer, you'll find that you didn't really need to do anything really to change this situation. It has a life of its own and is offering a valuable lesson. Sometimes we want to fix something right away, and when all we're invited to do is to hold space and listen. Ooh. So this stone can help us. It's a very beautiful, high vibrating energy as well. It can connect to the crown chakra, but it can assist us in learning how to be the observer, right? When you meditate or carry this or wear it, it allows us to step out of emotional activity, right? It allows us to kind of connect to the higher realm, the higher energy, and bring into a sense of being a compassionate witness. It allows us to rise above emotions and observe from a place of non-attachment. And that's really going to be key here when it comes to taking steps in matters of the heart, is non-attaching to what you want the outcome to be, or, you know, the outcome of what you're hoping to change. Just take a little bit of a step back, because people are going to show you who they are and what they want out of the situation as well. And it's important for you not to chase, is what I'm getting here. Don't chase. Allow something to complete itself or to cycle, right? That's why you have the world, pedalite. Last but not least, Aquarius, let's get a message from your soul's truth. What does your soul want you to know at this time in matters of the heart? And what action step can you take to help you move forward and embrace your highest good? What do we have, please, for Aquarius? All right, you have two soul truths that came out here. And the first one is, am I focused on what I am losing or gaining? Are you going through some change? Are you scared to let go because of what you might lose? What if you shifted your focus from what you might lose to what you might gain? Endings are actually new beginnings. And we've said that. I mean, you had the 10 of Wands showing up. A lot of you are laying down a heavy burden. Today's soul action, make a list of all the things you will gain from the change you are going through. Feel your heart, take a breath, and deepen into trust with non-attachment, because amazing things are coming. Yeah, we see these. We see that there's prosperity and abundance here. And maybe you've been stuck here moving forward because of maybe someone has kept you on some sort of loop, right? Someone has kind of called you back into the energy and it has interfered with you moving forward. But I feel like you're moving on. And that's a challenge with the Eight of Cups, but you know what you need to do here. If I had a magic wand and could have anything I desired in life, what would I choose? I really want you to think about this, Aquarius. Burn with desire. There is power in your desires. Let them be your fuel today. Your desires are your soul's wings, and it's time to take flight. That is part of this wand's energy that we see here. This is part of you embracing in your hopes, right? Your hope is to have the perfect partnership. This is what you want. You want partnerships where you don't have to constantly feel like you're on the defense. You don't want to be hurt. You don't want to be someone's option. Today, go inward. Your answers lie within. What do you desire, Aquarius? Choose what makes you happy and do that, right? Beautiful energy here. So a lot of you are moving towards your wish fulfillment, right? But you're still in that energy of talking, communicating, okay? Whether it's with a past person, whether this is someone new, you are heading, regardless of what your relationship status is, you're heading towards more abundance, because this is the month that you have a breakthrough. This is the month where you feel like you're finally making progress and moving forward, even though you have been all along, because learning lessons and doing work is progress. We just don't always see it that way because we're not getting the results immediately of what we want. But look at this. I mean, you have a sweet surprise coming in, and you are planting the seeds for a very ripe, rich future in love. That is what I have for you, Aquarius. I hope it was helpful. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It certainly helps get the divine channeled messages out there to those that need it most. Feel free to share, like, subscribe, and hit that bell. And don't forget to comment your crystals in the comment section below. Thank you so very much for tuning in, Aquarius. Lots of love.